So here's quite an important question. What is human? Of course, you might have your own answers. This video will more be focused on like the Ncorp idea and mostly Chrome Inquisitor branch. Since other League of Nine literatures, we really don't get it. And of course, I'll try to theorize a bit about it, but it depends. So, what is humanity? Truth be told, as all good video essayists do, this video will start with a thought experiment. Imagine this, you got a chance, a machine appeared in front of you. Just by going into it, you can go to reality that's better than ours. That's it. The reality is better. In fact, this similar style experiment was conducted on many interviewee before. I forgot by who, but I was going to show the experiment on the screen. Well, with a reason, they chose not to, obviously. Why? It's not real. You know, people like to live in the real world, not in the fake ones, even if they're better. We all like to live in the real world, don't we? But of course, after they've been told that they might have already been inside of this machine before, they are more likely since, you know, weren't really as real in the first place, so might as well. So, what is humanity? What is real? Quite a good question. Cromer's Inquisitor branch has a pretty obvious answer. What is humanity? The flesh, dumbass. Humans are meat creatures. Humans are made of meat and blood and flesh. That's what human is. Human blood. Human blood. That's what the human is. Show me a solid chunk of human meat. Well, that's a guy. And of course, you know, they got robot parts and stuff, and that's not human, is there? Are they? They're not being human. They're heretics, obviously. And to be honest, I get it. Like you say, I get Cromer is not a good thing at all, especially in this community, considering the context. But like, considering how the Ncorp singularity is just, you know, experience in the can, I get this feeling, you know. Like, all these feelings, all these emotions, all these experiences make you feel human, per se. Well, just in a can. Even suicide in a can, too. Like, you want to kill yourself? Well, we can sell you it. You got the feeling already, don't need to do already, do you? So that's the whole point, you know, all the friendship, all the love. I'm pretty sure also like experiences like food or combat training and stuff. So it's just got in a can. Is this a bad thing though, you know, it's just being able to buy your experience like that and not need the experience of yourself. Like experiencing things suck, you know, they might not feel good. But even if, well, you know, if you can buy them, even if they don't feel good, hey, at least you didn't waste your time on it. So why is it a bad thing? Obviously it's not human. But what is human? A better question, what is real? Questions philosophers have thought about for many a day, time, and age since now. In case you haven't noticed, this entire video is just an excuse for me to get my majority audience to learn about the non-existence of you and me. So for non-existence of you and me, not too many spoilers. To be honest, this is actually the only major spoiler, but like if you watch a game review, it mentioned this at Star. Your favorite character, the main waifu person, they're not real, or are they? Of course, I've seen quite a few people say they're not real. What are their excuses? Obviously, she's just a video game character. Of course she's not real. Of course, you know, she physically exists. You know, the electrons in your computer board panels are there, and they are provably there, and they exist. But no, she's not real. She's a game character. By definition, she cannot be real. But I feel this kind of relates to it. What is real? What is human? How can you define it? So I guess that's the issue with the Ncorp Inquisitor branch. Once they define as human, well, some people don't agree. Like, hey, you know, I could get like a robot arm or something, and I'm still a dude, you know, I'm still a guy. I'm still human. Am I? But of course, by their logic, like, you know, a solid chunk of human meat will be human. Just like how Cromer turned into a very big chunk of human meat and was very much human by their standards. And here we get to the League of Nine literatures. A bit of a harder idea to think through. Of course, you know, they wanted to reform the League of Nine, they want technology, they want power, all very human things to do. Since, you know, since the dawn of time, humans wanted power. Since who doesn't? Who doesn't want power? Who wants to be weak? That's lame. But why would they choose to destroy a mere world? Of course, like the new her intervalo Yisang explained, though, given the potential threats, obviously. Like, you wouldn't. Like, the whole point, you know, if you had a chance to see a horrible accident and prevent it from happening, why not? Like, seriously, why not? And that's just a good thing. And to destroy it all, you know, they're just worlds in the mirror. Of course they're fake. Of course they're not human. Go, look yourself in the mirror. That thing's not human. That's just reflections of light. Obviously. Even if there's a separate world hidden in your mirror, that's just a world hidden in your mirror. Like, it's nothing different from a world in your computer. Of course it's not real. Is it not real? Yeah, so the best question I can ask here is, what is real? Is it real? Anyways, just think about it. What is real? Are you real? You know what? You are not real. I just got like vibes. You probably are real.